Hey everyone, so today is just a quick video of my Christmas decor and the way I went about decorating this year. So as you can see, my Christmas tree is fully decked out. You can see I've got the styling happening down below and then moving all the way up to the tree. And then I also have some other elements which I'm going to go through with you as well. So starting off with the tree, this year I opted to go with a bit more of a red theme. I wanted that sort of traditional 90s feel, that home and alone feel, to make the Christmas just feel a little bit more Christmassy. I've noticed that in terms of trends, I've seen a lot of more natural sort of vibes, which is something that I would normally do every other year. But I just really wanted something more rich because I feel like in trends it's kind of like late 80s, early 90s is very in at the moment, and I wanted to carry that through into my Christmas decor because it just feels like Christmas. I don't know. It's just the time that I grew up in, so I guess. So I just love that traditional red hit, but I wanted to do it in a sort of classic way without it running too, I don't know how to put it, like too, I'm sure you get what I mean. So basically, when it comes to the tree, this is the result. I got this star here from Anthropologie. I got it on sale with free shipping to Australia. And then I come down here where I use this red velvet ribbon that I got off Amazon. This was a really affordable way to incorporate red without breaking the bank in case I don't want to do it next year and I want to opt back to more of my natural theme. This was a perfect option because it's so classic Christmas, but it didn't break the bank. I think I got 30 meters for 50 Oz dollars, which seems like a lot, but in reality, if you look in stores, you can't actually get a ribbon this thick. And if you get something slightly thinner, it's about $15.95 a meter. So that was a great deal. It really saved me a lot. And as you can see, it really did cover this massive mammoth of a tree. And then I went in and obviously got these red poinsettias from Christmas Elves in Melbourne, which did a really great job at getting some for me at the right size. I think I picked up 10. And then I picked up, these are things that I've had normally. So this is the more natural stuff. So I have like the pewter here, which are made out of like the glassy metal kind of stuff here. And then the one here where it looks like slightly cracked, but it's like just the effect. And then as we move around, you can see some other stuff. I picked up, like I got gifted some of these birds, which like, in reality, I may have not picked up myself, but I think with them in there, it just kind of adds a little bit of detail that's like, you're not really focusing in on the birds, if that makes sense. So this is also some Hessian ribbon that I picked up that has like a bit of a gold foil effect, which I originally didn't have on the tree because I thought it was a bit glitzy. But in reality, when I didn't have it, it felt all very matte and unfinished. I would have loved to incorporate some more sticks, like there's like a dried grapevine that I could have wrapped around that really would have brought out a bit more richness in the tree. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it here on time. It wasn't shipped, so I cancelled the order. But that's where we come down here and we have the base of the tree with the Hessian basket. I'll just come down below and show you. So we've got the tree placed in this Hessian basket. The way I did this was I got a pot, like a regular pot that has a hole in the base, and then it fit perfectly, like the pointy bit at the base of this tree slid into that. So that's holding it up and basing it in this basket. It is in the corner of the room, so it's a little bit more secure. If you have kids or cats and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't recommend this method just in case because I don't think it's as secure as a stand, but you can get some rattan tree rings, if that makes sense, which kind of brings out the same effect. But I kind of like the height of this because I really feel like it lifts up the tree a bit more and gives it a bit more of a farmhouse, but not farmhouse kind of vibe. It feels more like you picked it up from like France at some farm and you threw it in a basket and called it a day rather than being like farmhouse, you know. Then I used the boxes that I got from Amazon just to wrap up this brown paper here, and I got this bow from Kmart Australia, which I just threw on top, which I think really just kind of, you know, finished it off. It was really easy to do because it was pre-done. And then I have this stocking that I got from Anthropologie and this bag here at the back that I bought from a thrift shop a couple of years ago. I just really feel like it like resembled that whole Christmas sack kind of styling without it being like felty or whatever. My main tip here with Christmas decorations is kind of avoiding plastics. So as you can see, I got some things from Tkmaxx or Tjmaxx, Amazon and a Christmas store, and they're all items that aren't plastic because I really feel like plastic, when you go overboard with the plastic at Christmas, it kind of cheapens the look. So of course, like stick within the budget and your means, but I'm just saying that you can pick up stuff that's quite affordable prior and after Christmas that aren't plastic and that you can kind of have forever. And these are more of a metal, so they're not glass, they're metal, they're not going to break if you're worried about breaking things. Like this metal is kind of more like a tin, so it kind of lasts the test of time too, and it's quite a classic color palette as well. So then we move around to some other stuff here. I picked up these trees from IKEA. They already came pre-wrapped with the hessian, so that's just kind of going along as well with that sort of earthy vibe that I have here, which is a cute little moment. And then I have the baubles just placed in this little bowl here just to carry the theme throughout. And then I go on to, I got some poinsettias from Bunnings, which are really beautiful. They're real, which is really nice, which I think is good to kind of counterbalance the faux felt ones. And then here I have a garland because I don't have a fireplace, unfortunately. So this is what I just have opted to do, where I've got this garland here with the flowers continued through with the silver ribbon. I felt like the red ribbon was too much, so I just went in with some like extra candles and the baubles and kind of carried it all the way through here. Just kind of bringing the tree, because it's so large, into the space. You know what I mean? Like bringing little pockets and accents around. So then I also have another poinsettia here. And then I also opted to do like a little dough bowl moment with these bonbons or crackers, however you like to call them, with the ornaments there. So like if you don't have a large space, my recommendation to you would maybe just be opting to get the stuff from IKEA. Like grab these small trees here and a bowl or a dough bowl and get some crackers or bonbons and stick it in the dough bowl and just call it a day. It's a really beautiful way to kind of bring out the Christmas theme without it being like reject shop plastic tree, throw a bit of tinsel in it and call it a day. If you want something that's still like, that's of course a style and a theme if you like it. It's very kitsch. If you love that sort of style, go for it. But if you want something that's nice and it's affordable, definitely head over to IKEA. Those trees are really affordable. I also carried them here on this little bench moment here. So you can see I just kind of like put accents around my house just to kind of keep it all together. And then, so for the bedroom, I obviously have my old Christmas tree. So I was like, well, I'm not going to throw it out because it kind of goes to landfill and I don't like that idea. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to put it in my bedroom. So that's what I did. I know it seems extra, but in reality, it's like I've already spent the money on the Christmas stuff. So I may as well just keep it and then spread it throughout my home if I have the room. So that's what I opted to do. So I kind of continued the theme here with this tree where we've got the ribbon, but I went like kind of cascaded it down because the effect of this tree is not as premium as the Balsam Hill tree. So I kind of covered it more with the ribbon and just went down. And then I also put it in a pot, which is a little garden pot here, just to kind of hide the base because I don't really like tree bases. And then I also have this little rattan fisherman's basket that I have that I picked up from a thrift shop for $30, which I really think kind of ties in the rest of the rattan. So you can see I'm kind of just sticking with the same palette, throwing in the rest of my home because the rest of my home is all quite cohesive. And because I'm introducing a red, like a punch of red, it really needs to be seen throughout each kind of major room for it to make sense. So then we opt over to the wreath. So I am in an apartment complex, so I obviously can't have the wreath outside. If I had a house, I would put it outside. But I kind of continued this little moment here with the wreath and the baubles hanging over the door, just because I thought it's a really nice moment when people come over, when they're leaving. It just feels like Christmas because I'm having friends around for Christmas this year. So I really just felt like it's a good photo moment, really. If someone wants to get their Christmas card done, then go for that. But you can see I've got the flowers in the wreath, and then I also continue to have the ribbon and the baubles. And that's pretty much it when it came to my Christmas decor. So a lot of the things I already had, like I already had that garland, I already had the wreath. I just bought the velvet poinsettias and the ribbon, and obviously the tree this year. And that way I was able to just kind of like continue this style throughout my home. So you come through and then it opens up and then you've got the trees over here with the poinsettias, and then we've got the garland and then another one here, you know, and then we come back around as well, and then we have the massive tree here. So that's basically all my Christmas decor, guys. I hope you really liked it. If you have any questions, I'll try and put all the links below as to where I got everything. But I hope this is helpful. In terms of styling and decorating the tree, you have the tree, you put it in the basket, start off with the ribbon, go with the ribbon and push it into the branches there to kind of give it that effect. Then move in with the flowers because they take up the most room. So start with the biggest stuff and then move into the smaller stuff. Because if you put the smaller stuff first, and it's really hard to work the bigger stuff into it and it looks kind of messy. My other top tip would just be incorporating these little ornament hooks rather than like cutting off all the ties and getting some ornament hooks so then you don't see all the strings so it looks nice and clean. But yeah, well, I'll see you all in my next video, guys. I'll be doing a video about how I pack it all down and store it because I had a few comments asking about that with the tree. But I'll see you all next time. Bye.